This week, the Hind Rajab Foundation identified 24 Israeli soldiers in the killing of the 6-year-old Palestinian girl, after whom the group is named.
We have a really incredible research team, and they're able to combine forensic evidence from the ground, like the munitions used, verified satellite imagery of what units were operational in the area, things posted by the soldiers themselves, and through that, they're able to kind of make a picture of what brigade, what battalion, what unit was operating in the area at the time of Hind's murder, figure out the individuals in those units, figure out what weapons were used, and based on that, they're able to identify the 22 people who either bear direct responsibility for pulling the trigger or command responsibility for commanding the unit that was responsible.
We're at the Gaza Tribunal in Istanbul, but the foundation has also called on the International Criminal Court to issue arrest warrants for these individuals. 3 Israeli commanders and 22 soldiers in the Vampire Empire Company of the 52nd Armoured Battalion.
As we've seen since 1948, I mean, the Israelis have been committing war crimes against the Palestinians for as long as Israel has been a state. That accountability will really only come if there's a name to it, there's a face to it. Pursuing states as this kind of political entity allows them to get away with things because the fiction remains that if you can, replace the president, or replace the prime minister, then that will fix things, right? But of course, Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant, Smotrich, Ben Gvir, the top line officials, they aren't the ones pulling the triggers in Gaza. They're not the ones dropping the bombs. There are soldiers on the ground who are committing murder. And those are the people who most feel this kind of wall of impunity protecting them. Because the leaders know that they could face an ICC indictment. They could face, sanctions from countries around the world. But of course, there are other people who are responsible, and those are the soldiers. And these people will never face an international tribunal. They will not face sanctions. And so someone needs to, one, name them, identify them, and say, you have committed a crime, you are a murderer, and that is a stain that will never leave you.
Hind Rajab's final hours caused international uproar last year after a widely circulated phone call in which she begged paramedics for help as she bled to death in a car with 6 of her dead relatives after Israeli soldiers opened fire. The soldiers then attacked an ambulance that had been dispatched to help, killing 2 Palestinian paramedics.
Once states start charging these people, and I really believe that this will happen soon, that we will get charges, we will get arrests, we will get prosecutions, and we will get some punishment. That once that starts happening, it becomes, I think, much more easily cognizable for people around the world to understand that, oh, these are criminals, these are not soldiers operating in the way a normal state or a normal army operates. This is a criminal entity committing crimes against the Palestinian people.